Recently, I showed you in a video our area, how it got hit with a storm that we just weren't ready for. Mr. Naked Gardener was gone. He wasn't ready for the damage that it left behind. So in this video, we're going to give you a tour of all the frost damage that we have endured.
And we're going to start right now. What's going on, YouTube Gardener? This your boy Sydney and
Tori
from the Naked Gardener channel. After I came back, the snow had just started to melt from the Arctic blast that we had encountered here in North Texas. It's very abnormal, something that we're not accustomed to, and it kind of messed up our fall gardening season.
I came outside that day and I knew he was on the plane flying home, and it's the first time that I started to see the plants peeking through and how sad they looked. I knew he was going to be devastated because this is the last of the garden that he gets to have for this season, because he has been banned from growing anything because we're selling our house and we can't start something that we can't finish. Usually we get to enjoy this garden all the way through July, June, like June time. Things start to kind of flower at that point, and I was planning to collect seeds. I was planning to get the seeds and have it for our next place.
So after everything has been melted from the snow, we noticed that there were not all total loss. There was a few plants that looked like they might be able to survive. So what we're going to show you now is probably all the plants that look pretty much dead. We're going to prune them down to the almost to the very bottom of the soil level, and probably going to try to save the rest of them that look like they have some type of life into them. We're going to probably put some worm castings around there and some compost that we got from Peter from Triumph by Will. We'll put a video above there so that way you can take a look at the when we went to his place to take a tour and he gave us that compost and see if it could come back to life. So this is a Brussels sprout. It looks like we might have some life in it. Maybe not, but we'll see. We're going to do a test. We're going to just peel off all the bad leaves on it. It smells horrible. Just all the dead, rotted.
It smells like death in our backyard.
Yeah. Not sure if this is going to help or anything, but we'll see.
I'm surprised these little babies that I planted survived.
I don't even know what that was. This is cauliflower. Your Mizunas. Just came up easily.
Like a sheet.
Ooh, the lettuce kind of stayed. This is the radicchio. Surprised these black-eyed Susans pretty much survived the frost here.
That's a bachelor button in between them.
This?
No,
Oh,
in
right
between
here?
those two, yeah.
Okay.
That's a bachelor button.
Pretty much everything is dead in this bed. We had some spinach right here.
And Mizuna.
Had some Mizuna right here. Some collards. I don't see any green stems, so we'll just pull up all of these. Weed.
Did you see this one strawberry, spinach strawberry alive?
Where? Are you sure?
Right here in this corner.
Okay, put that right there. And this was your marshmallow right here. Right?
It's alive, yeah.
All of these are collared. Let's
I
see,
see some green.
let's see how these go. I don't see any of those. None of those. Oh, the cabbage is gone in here. Lettuce. All the lettuce is died. This looks like mustard green.
It has a tag.
Oh, it's cabbage.
It's cabbage.
Yep. Let's see if it could come back to life. Has some green in it. If not, we could at least harvest the greens from it. Some thistle. I'm gonna probably leave some of the leaves in there just to deteriorate. This was kohlrabi.
All of our nasturtium died.
Yeah.
That's
It
sad.
was real pretty too during the fall. I was kind of upset about this because we just had some good cauliflower on here. This was an Romanesco cauliflower.
Romanesco. I had posted it on Instagram because you were so excited when you found all of the heads on them, and they were beautiful.
Yeah. So now this, all of that is just gone now. Our
It's
first
gone.
year was growing it pretty good too.
Just our luck.
It just really stinks.
Yeah, smells rotten.
This looks like. Oops. This looks promising. So we're gonna snip off all the bad leaves.
Is that cabbage?
Looks like either some type of brassica, might be Brussels sprouts. So we'll see how that goes. See if we can. Dang, all these.
Yeah, it's got babies on the stem of this one.
More kohlrabi. It looked like it was about the bulb right there.
That's really sad that the beets died.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I'm so sad about that.
I bet. You sound like it in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
For those that
I
don't
mean-
know the story, been trying to get Mrs. Naked Gardener to try some beets. Ooh. Oh, that was a red Russian kale. It looked like it was about to sprout back up too. Oh well.
God was looking out for me. He knew I didn't like beets.
Yeah. Because we was about to get one good beet too.
Oh, shucks. Darn.
Yeah, I bet. So this is our last bed. This is our artichoke. I think after watching Jess's video, her artichoke survived. So we are going to try this out. It feels like a little bit of life in here. Collard greens pretty much gone. Got some green right there. We'll see. Here, I forgot what flower these were, but it looked like they're coming back to life now. I think these were these Latanias.
Antennas.
Yeah. So that's good to see.
What is this over here that's alive?
This looks like a cabbage. Oh, Brussels sprouts.
Oh, there's Brussels sprouts. It's good to see some life out here. Those Brussels sprouts are hanging in. Like they're really starting to form on there. That's awesome. And that's some curly kale?
Dwarf curly kale.
I'm surprised that this little cauliflower, the purple Sicily that I succession planted, did not die. Any suspicion as to why that didn't die and it survived? Because it's a newer baby plant.
Yeah.
And I put this out just 2 weeks before the storm came.
So I'm not familiar with pruning Meyer lemon trees. So
We did watch a few videos on it to try to get the courage to prune it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do my best. If there's anything you see wrong in here, let us know. By the time you see this, it's probably been already wrong. Uh, so we'll see. Hmm. What do you think?
Well, they said not to prune back more than 30% is what I think I remember hearing. I might be wrong, but that's what I heard in a few videos.
So,
And to prune anything that's crossing another branch.
yeah.
Prune anything that is turning back towards the stems.
Okay.
Prune any thing at the trunk that's growing away from the trunk.
I did that.
Okay.
Should we just get rid of some of these leaves?
Yeah, we have to anyway. Do you see any sign of life?
Yeah, there's some green in there.
Okay.
I'm just not familiar with it, so I'm not going to cut back as much as possible.
I would maybe cut that top branch, maybe.
Right about right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, our sweet alyssums.
They were so pretty and smelled so sweet.
They did pretty decent until the frost came. I don't know what this one was. Oh, right here. Oh, the red romaine lettuce. Yep.
That was really pretty.
Yeah. It's all gone now. So what we're going to do with all these dead plants that's been had frost bites and damage on here, we'll put them in our compost. In another video, we're going to show you how we're going to warm up some compost. We are part of a Facebook group, and some people are having some issues with re-warming up their compost, or the compost won't get the perfect temp. So if you're interested about that, make sure you stay tuned. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. We do other types of garden tours in our backyard urban garden area. We'll put a playlist above so that way you can follow along. Until the next video, let's grow together.